I've tested thousands of dollars worth of wallets over the years, and with that has come a large amount of really unique wallets. While there are plenty of tried and true designs that I think a lot of people are used to, these are by far my 10 favorite unique wallets. Those people that want something a little bit different than what everybody else is carrying in their pockets. And some of these are actually pretty crazy, and number one is wild. So let's get right into it. But before we do, I do want to mention two different things. Number one, every wallet on this list was given to me by the respective brand. And number two, if you want to purchase this wallet for yourself or maybe a friend or family member, I do have links down in the description and in the top comment. They are paid links, which get me a commission if you do use that link to make that purchase. And I try to have coupon codes for each one if possible. And then there may be links to our shop if it's something that we retail. And with that, let's get into number 10. Now, number 10 is this Dango M1 Maverick wallet. This is a bifold design wallet that kind of mixes leather with metal. There are wallets out there that do combine metal and leather, which we'll actually see later in this list as well. But this one is just truly unique. It has a truly tactical feel to it that looks pretty awesome for those people that like that tactical look. It has a built-in multi-tool that has plenty of different functions to it. And there is a place for your cards pretty much anywhere in the wallet, allowing for some easy access. While this isn't necessarily a wallet that I prefer a more minimalist wallet, this is a truly high quality wallet. The metal is high quality, it's well thought out, the leather is really, really nice, and actually it probably has my favorite feel of any leather. And honestly, it has a pretty impressive card capacity and is a great wallet for somebody that's looking for a bifold, but wants something a little bit different than really anyone else has. The major downside that I have to it is that in some places the cards can be a little bit difficult to get out. And this is one heavy wallet. You definitely notice it in your pocket. Now, number 9 is the Ridge Wallet Lite. Now, Ridge is probably one of the most well-known names in the wallet industry, but their Lite version is actually truly unique. While it technically is competing with a rubber band, because that's really all it is still really nice. It's really high quality, just like the rest of their wallets, but it is a much more compact design, meaning that the cards actually stick out of the wallet. And from testing, I've found that honestly, you barely notice this wallet, even more so than their standard wallet in your pocket. And because the cards do stick out, you can actually get the cards out with just one hand. So if you have something in your other hand, you can actually get some of your most used cards with just one hand. And while it doesn't have a cash strap or money clip like their other wallets, you can stick cash on the interior of the cards if you want to store a couple bills, but it's really not what it's meant for. As for downsides, just because the cards are sticking out, they are going to be a little more prone to damage, so you're going to want to have cards that you don't really care about on the outside. The interior cards are going to be a little bit more well protected. And of course, considering its main competition is a rubber band, the Ridge Wallet Lite is going to be thousands and thousands of % more expensive than its main competition. Number 8 is the Trayvax Contour Lite. This is another wallet that blends leather and metal extremely well and is in fact USA made, being one of the only ones on the list that is made in the USA. I was really impressed by its extremely high quality build, its unique take on the wallet industry. It is still a sandwich style wallet, but it has really nice leather that wraps around. You just pull the tab off right here and you can have access to the cash in the back. And that also gives you access to your cards. And because of that strap, you don't have to worry about your cards falling out at any time. As for the leather, it is top grain leather, which I was impressed with. And once you get the strap off, it's actually relatively easy access to your cards and cash. And is completely adjustable to allow for more or less cards, just by using the screws on the front. Now, the only downside that I found with this, outside of its pretty expensive price, if you add just a little bit too many cards in there, it is really difficult to get cards out sometimes. So you can only really use the cards that you have adjusted it for. If you have more or less, you have to adjust it again, which can be kind of a pain. Now, number 7 is the Double Oak Slim Wallet. I really liked their standard wallet, but however, I have come to prefer the Slim Wallet. It is extremely unique in this industry because it is a full metal, high quality ejector wallet, but they have a leather surround. Now, that leather surround can actually be removed just so you have the metal wallet if you prefer, and the metal wallet portion is also MagSafe, so it can be thrown on the back of your iPhone. That is a pretty cool feature. Another cool feature is that the button does push upwards and it locks the cards into place so that the cards will not fall out until you push the button down again. This is a really high quality wallet that I've been really impressed with and I've been recommending over and over again. but it is also truly unique in just the capabilities that it has. The really only downside is its lack of storage outside of the standard card holder. You really only have room for just a couple, maybe 1 or 2 bills, or in 1 card in the back of the sleeve. Outside of that, you're kind of out of luck with storage. Speaking of MagSafe wallets, this is number 6, and it is the Fantom M Wallet, and the M stands for MagSafe because this actually does fit on the back of your phone, which is a really nice and unique feature. Not a lot of wallets have done well, and what makes this work so well is this is a horizontally ejecting fan-out wallet. So you just pull this lever right here, and the cards do eject out horizontally, meaning that it goes out the side of your phone instead of out the bottom like a lot of the other ejector wallets. I also really like the fact that the bamboo is really high quality and has a texture to it. A couple things that I didn't really like about it is I'm not super impressed by the optional money clip. Probably wouldn't recommend getting that because it's a little bit too tight. Also, the bamboo likes to get marks on it in your pocket if you keep with your keys. And every once in a while, I'll kind of get cards stuck in it if I just use it a little bit wrong, which is a bit of a bummer. Before we move on to my top 5 favorite unique wallets, if you have found this video helpful whatsoever, I invite you to like it as it helps me out, and make sure to subscribe to the channel as I do a lot of awesome men's gear buyer's guide like this. Which brings us to number 5, which is the Proof Wallet Leather. Now, I've tested, I think, pretty much every variation of the Proof Wallet, and I have to say, this leather version right here is definitely my favorite. I like the quality, I like how compact it is, and the functionality of the wallet is one of the best out there. Now, it takes the standard sandwich wallet design and adds a pull tab where you just pull it up and you have your cards right there. It has been extremely durable for me, and its card capacity is one of the best at 25 cards, which I have tested, and it does work. The only real downside I have with this wallet, this honestly is one of my favorite wallets just overall, is the fact that it doesn't fan the cards out like you would see on something like an Extra wallet, where it fans it out so you have easy access to cards kind of in the interior. Generally, you have to fan it out a little bit differently to make it work. Now, number 4 is the Groove Wallet 3.0, and this one is surprising because the previous 2 generations have not exactly been my favorite wallet. However, with the 3rd generation, we finally have what is now one of my favorite minimalist wallets, and is actually really unique in its own right because it has this front plate right here that slides upward, and that is the ejector mechanism. It isn't using a push button, it's not using a pull tab or any of that. It's one of the only wallets I've ever seen where you use the full face of the wallet to get the cards out, and I really like it. It's almost kind of a fidget toy on its own right. It also has really great build quality and is one of the only wallets where I'm willing to use a money clip instead of a cash strap. And the only real downside I found to this wallet is its low card capacity. It only handles 6 on the interior, and you might be able to fit 1 behind the money clip and still being comfortable. Now, number 3 is this Lorzor Wallet Pro. This is an extremely surprising wallet to me because when the brand offered to send it to me, I actually figured I wouldn't like it whatsoever. I felt like it was probably just gonna be a budget kind of knockoff wallet, and that is not the case. This is a really nice, high quality, fully functioning, well thought out wallet. And it's also one of the only wallets that has a tracking mechanism that's truly embedded in it. It's not a card, it's built into the wallet, and it has wireless charging so you can keep using it over and over again when the battery dies. It also is the only wallet I have that's actually spring-loaded rather than like a lever mechanism where you push down on a button and the lever kind of pushes it up. This one's actually spring-loaded, so when you push the button, it releases the spring and springs the cards out, which is a really interesting feel and very unique. I think there's also going to be a lot of people that like the clear kind of tech feel that is really popular nowadays. This is one of the only wallets I've seen with that feature. And of course, the Find My works just like any other Find My network. It just works, and that's that. The only concern I have with this wallet is the durability of the spring mechanism. Because I haven't used a ton of wallets with a spring mechanism, not a push button mechanism, I'm a little concerned at how long that's going to last, especially since it has a little hole in the bottom that says help. All right, guys, we're getting close to the end of this video, and the number 2 wallet is the Axwell Carbon Fiber. I have to say this is a really nice wallet, and you're probably used to this design by a company that's name kind of follows a mountaintop and rhymes with smidge, but Axwell has kind of taken it a step further and has made it so that the thumb notch is a little bit wider and more angular to allow for your finger to push up better. And what really makes this wallet unique against really anything else is the fact that these face plates are completely removable, which allows you to fully customize the look so you can get other face plates and customize it to look however you want. They have different materials, different colors, all of those things. And I like that. But the thing that is even better by allowing these face plates to be removed is you can swap it over to either the money clip or the cash strap, which both come with the wallet in just a couple seconds. It's a pretty impressive feature. And of course, it's a great wallet because it's going to be really reliable because there's really no moving components to it, and the build quality is really impressive. The only downside is honestly the same one as its main competitor, in that it's actually kind of challenging to get to the interior cards of the wallet. All right, and number one, my favorite unique wallet. This is the wallet I think nobody really asked for, but everybody should try at least once. This is a fully magnetic wallet in the fact that you can take it apart, it's held together by magnets, and each accessory can be put in, take out, all of that at a moment's notice. It's a really, really cool design, and it's made really, really well. The leather is high quality, each component is well thought out, and being fully customizable, you can have a super thick, super high capacity wallet one day and the next day turn it into a much slimmer wallet by taking a lot of those accessories out. It also has the pull tabs where you can pull cards out the end of the wallet without ever opening it up. And overall is the most unique, the coolest, and the biggest conversation starter wallet I have ever used. Now, as for the downsides, because of those magnets in the wallet, it does make it a little bit longer than it necessarily has to be, meaning it's more of a back pocket wallet rather than a front pocket wallet. And I think the magnets are slightly too weak in that it comes apart sometimes in just normal usage, even if I don't want the wallet to come apart. Now, if you liked this video but wish they were leather and slimmer, I'd highly recommend watching this video right here on the screen.